Welcome to the Billiard Network, the home of global pool on YouTube. Like and follow if you enjoy this. I'm Earl Strickland for the Billiard Network. Our match today is Jayson from Scotland versus Niels FEIJEN of Holland. It's a race to 9 alternate break. The 9 balls racked on the spot. 3 balls must go past the head string for a legal break. And 3 consecutive fouls by the same player is loss of game. I think Jayson may have won the break, the first lag. Yeah. Shaw to break, probably from the right side. He's a lefty. Right-handed players will break from the left side mostly, and left-handed players like to break from the right side. The table gets out of their way like that. But anyway, ain't that something? He goes to the left side. Last time I saw him play, he was on the right side. But anyway, he feels better on this side. Left bottom, drawing the ball to the rail. He must get the right amount of balls past the head string. Unless he makes 1 on the break, he's got to get 2 back. If he makes 2 on the break, he's got to get 1 back. And I guess if he makes 3, you don't have to get any back. So he makes 1, he gets 3 balls back, so he's safe on the break. He didn't foul the break. Looks like the 4 ball tied up in a really difficult place. Unless the 5 ball's dead in the corner. No. Unless somehow or another he can get on a combination. He's got a pretty tough shot to start out. Jayson, 32 years old. Niels FEIJEN, 43. So you got a decade in difference in age, which always plays a role in the difference in ages in pool, I think, in any sport, really. But anyway, Shaw's a good shooter. I'm sure he'll take this shot on somehow, just try to make it. He may force the ball back up the table somehow and try to get an angle to break this out. I remember the day I could do that, but I don't know now. But Shaw's a really good shooter. He can make a lot of things happen off a tough shot. He could slow roll this in and then try to play some kind of safe, or he can try to play some kind of safe now, just cross the ball, put him behind a 9 or something. I don't know. Looks like he's shooting. Yep, he missed it. Look at this, it went back in the hole. Nope, yep. So that was really a legal shot because it went back in the same pocket. That was a nice roll there, but still it ain't no good because he can't cut the ball in the side pocket. Well, I mean, he can make the ball in the side pocket, but can he draw over on and hit these balls? I don't think so. He could cut the ball in the corner with left bottom and try to come back and hit the 5 ball and make the 4. That's not impossible. And he might get some kind of shot if he on the plate is safe if he doesn't hit them. Or he could try to draw out and cross the pink in the other corner. Now he went for that, the draw. You know, he might have a bank here. I kind of doubt it. It's going to thin it probably and go behind the 8. I'll try to. Wow, good shot. That was a nice shot. I think he still left Nils where he can maybe get around the 8 and just hit rail first and clip the 4 ball and come back across the table. Unless he can hit it going in straight away, he'll try to just maybe bring the cue ball back to the bottom rail somehow. He can't be too aggressive with this if he can see it. Unless he's going to play the combination on the 5 in the corner, it might go. If he can see the edge of the ball. I just see him trying to play some kind of safe here, really. If he can see the edge, or if he has to go rail first and just come back across the table with the cue ball. But he would leave a bank then, maybe. No, he can't see the edge, then he's going to have to kick at it. He'll shoot into the bottom rail and then hit the He'll hit the rail first and hit the pink one, the 4, or he'll hit the pink going in. Might make the 5 in the corner if he hits it hard. Hits it right. Oh, he hit it easy. Wow. That wasn't the bad play. Still, he didn't. He's going to play the same shot again. He's going to thin the 4 ball and go behind the 8, 2 rails. Probably just straight ball, maybe a little bit of just middle ball like. He didn't hit it that time. I think he left it dead this time. Almost. It looks like it's worth going after. I never make these shots. I've had them many times. It seems like they always do something corny. It looks just like it's a simple shot, and then they'll throw some funny way or something. When they're against the rail like this, I do them pretty good when they're in the middle of the table and stuff, but it seems like I've always had bad luck with them on the rails. This one's, just like I said, it looks good. Looks like he's got to hit it kind of head on, like, instead of cutting it too much to get it to throw in. He's got to hit it kind of firm, too, I think. Yeah. That ball went, I'm surprised. I thought it missed, but these pockets are nice and generous. That was a good shot. He actually cut the ball, and it stayed right on the line. He'll just draw back this time with left bottom. A lot of left bottom and just touch draw back. Try to create a little angle. He'll try to stay there where he can draw or come all the way back and get another angle off the rail, but he's fine there. He'll just draw this ball with a flat ball. He won't hit it with a lot of spin. He'll hit it a little bit to the right of the cue ball and draw it just past the side, kind of flat. Like that. That's a shot the amateurs need to learn right there, is drawing that ball past the side. You don't put a lot of spin on that. We noticed the ball was going in over in almost. He'll just come straight down the table and shoot the 9 in the left corner there, where he went 2 rails. That's the right way to do it right there. That's the safest way to play that shot, too. He'll just stop this. A little float over a little bit, like that. Always hit those kind of firm. Niels FEIJEN wins the first game. A little uncharacteristic safes out of Shaw. 1-0 Nils. Breaking from the left side, left bottom. Drive the cue ball to the side rail. Send the 1 to the side almost. Didn't make nothing, but got a good roll. Didn't leave much. That's the way you win matches, too, how you leave a guy all the time. But he may have a safety here. He can just... This looks tricky to me, though, to play the safe. Looks real tricky. Might roll out, I don't know. This looks like it's hard to play safe and get safe on. He could try to bank it around and get under the 7 or something. He's going to lose the cue ball a little bit. Yeah. I knew that was going to be tricky. He hit that pretty good, though. It almost got right up against the 4 ball, the pink ball. The 2 sitting in a really precarious position. It's like he's going to draw under the 9. That's tricky. I thought maybe he would just roll it and try to bump the 3 straight top. Come back. I think the 2 might go past the 6. He just makes the 1 go straight off the rail into the 3. But he's looking at something else, I think, like drawing or something. Into the 9, I think. Yeah, he's going to try to, like, make the 1 and maybe make the 9 too, and slow the cue ball down for the 2 somehow. That's exactly what he did, except it disturbed it when it went by. I think he still has a play at it, though. That was a good shot. That was the right shot, actually. Even though you were playing for a little bit of luck, now he can cut the 2 in the side pocket and just roll forward and get for the 3 in the side. The cue ball will go right through the 6 like it'll push through it. He'll get the stick extremely level. These are the kind of shots you amateurs need, weekend players, everybody out there, league players. You got to get real level on these shots. He's just going to hit it a little. It'll follow through. Stay right there like that for the 3. But he went too far. He's going to have to cross bank the 3 or play safe. Because he's jacked up over the 9 ball. It's hard to get any leverage on this shot. I don't like the overhead camera. I like it when they go down and show me the shot. Well, you know, he ain't that bad. He might be able to follow out of it because he's got less angle than the overhead camera was showing me. But he's still got to make a good shot because he's jacked up over the ball, the 9 ball and the 6 ball. And he can't touch those balls or it's a foul. He'll just hit this with a flat ball, try to come back out to the middle, just past the middle of the table for the 4 ball, like that. Except he's all right. This is a tricky shot right here, where the cue ball is. This shot is easily missed by anyone. Doesn't matter who it is. Especially as you get older, 59 like me, this shot gets a little bit more precarious, I'll tell you that. When the cue ball gets around the points of the sides and stuff, and you got a funny cut. He's got to shoot this death slow and just make it and bounce out for the 5 in the same pocket. These are easily missed. Wow, I can't believe he hit it that hard. Wow, he's way overamped. I think he can still make it, though. Or maybe he can't. I tell you, he really overamped on that shot. I never thought he would hit that shot that hard. He way overhit it. I think he snookered, actually. I can't tell, especially on the overhead camera. That thing's kind of useless to me. The only way I can tell is when they pan in down. I think he can barely get by it if he's shooting at him. Hit it with a lot of right by the bottom and spin around the 8. Stay in the middle for the 6. Yeah, good shot. He's lucky he didn't get snookered there, I'll tell you that. Because he way overhit that. But you gotta have a little luck too. All right, he'll just roll this in with straight ball. Come right back to the middle of the table. Try to create an angle for the 7 off the rail in the same pocket. This table is a bit springy. That's perfect there. That's right where he wanted to be. Now he'll just touch draw this a little, or he'll come right back to the middle and try to draw backs. I think he'll just touch draw it a little right. Just pop it a little like that right there. It really boings. These rails are nice and springy. He'll either just draw this back or follow off the end rail. I think he'll just follow it with top, like that. See, Nils is getting older now, and he's learned that following the ball is the right way to play. And all the guys will learn that as they get older. He'll hit this with left bottom and just stun it right there. He might float to the bottom rail a little bit. Yep, just like that. Yeah, he knows not to draw as much. 2-0 Nils. Shaw to break, left side. Left bottom, drawing the cue ball to the side rail. This table is not breaking quite as easy as some of the other ones I've seen on the Eurotour. This is a Eurotour event, and this is the Billiard Network, the home of global pool on YouTube. Like and follow if you enjoy this. And I'm Earl Strickland for the Billiard Network. He's just going to stop right there, stun over, just a little left bottom. Just like that. Create a little bit of angle for that 3. So he wants to draw back a little bit. He might have got a little bit too much, but I think he's all right. Yeah, he wanted a little bit less. Because he's got to be careful it doesn't bounce into the 8 and snooker him. He wants to get off the rail just a little on the 3 for the 4. See, it's sitting just a little bit funny where you got to hit it real good. Left bottom, and he'll just stun right there like that. He had no choice because he couldn't risk bouncing off too much. He'll just draw this. The cue ball will come like straight back. It won't hardly go to the rail. And he'll draw back and he'll cheat the pocket like beautiful. That's the way you shoot that shot. You guys got to learn to cheat and know when the cue ball needs to stay off the rail. He'll just roll this in real slow. We'll go back and forth to the middle of the table. I think he's going to go back and forth. Yeah, because he knows the rails are springy. He can do that with ease. If the table was slow, he would have stayed in the middle. Now he'll just draw back over or go 3 rails, draw with left bottom like that. That was the right shot. Now he'll just shoot this in. He'll draw to the rail or put right and go to the side rail, bottom rail, like that. He'll slow roll it in or, yeah, just slow roll it in. Yep. He'll stun this 2 rails. He doesn't want the ball to roll off, so he'll draw the ball 2 rails with left bottom. That's the reason why the pros shoot that shot like that. They don't want the ball to roll off. The amateurs got to know when to shoot the shot with right bottom, with bottom and draw away, and or slow roll them. Right bottom, 2-1, Nils to break. Right bottom, drawing the cue ball to side rail. Doesn't want to foul the break, which he never does. The guy, he's got a good break, Nils. He's got a really good break. That was a good one there. This is a nice, simple out. All he's got to do is either just slow roll this in, or he'll hit it on the middle and hit it kind of firm and just stun the ball. This is another shot the amateurs need to learn. Yeah, he'll just hit it like just below center with a little left, and he'll hit it kind of firm, but the cue ball won't move very far. See that? That's the way you guys got to learn to shoot those shots and just move the cue ball around a little bit. He might do this on the same shot because he doesn't want to mess with the rails. The rails are kind of boiny sometimes, so he might go to the rail, but just the same shot. He's going to stun it the same way. No, he's going to draw back a little on this one. He ain't going to go to the rail. There you go. That was a similar shot to the other one, but not quite the same. Now here, he'll put a lot of right on it, and he'll hit on the middle of the cue ball. He'll aim thick on the ball. And then the cue ball will squirt. He'll put quite a bit of spin. He'll go 3 rails on this. He meant to do that. He meant to not go to the 3rd rail then. That was the right shot. Because he didn't have a lot of angle. That's the reason. If he had more angle, a little more angle, he would have went to the 3rd rail. Now he's perfect. He'll just follow this with right top and go 2 rails. I know he's going to do that. He's got to. And he's perfect again. Now he'll just draw over to the middle of the table with right bottom. He'll aim thick on the ball. He'll aim thick on the ball and put right bottom, and the cue ball won't go to the rail. Let's draw out in the middle. He overhit that. He overcut the ball a little bit. Here he'll just put straight top, maybe a little bit of left, and he'll go just beyond the side pocket and bounce off the rail and shoot the 9 in the right pocket, right corner. Good shot. Very good. He'll put right top and just roll it in and come past the side on the other side. Like that. Nice shot. 3-1. Shaw to break. 3-1 Niels FEIJEN. Shaw to break. Left side. Drawing the cue ball to the side rail. Another good break. Looks like. Here the table's starting to break like a bar table. The table never breaks like this for me. If I could get these shots, Jesus, I could play myself. I'd love to have shots like this every time. He'll just fire this in and draw to this. He's going to draw all the way back to the bottom rail or just come straight across for the 3 in the same corner. Like that, 2 rails. This guy's not afraid to shoot. This shot's nothing for him. I love these shots myself. He'll just whack this in. Call this shot a whack job. He's going to go back and forth with this straight top. No spin. Hit it kind of firm. He eats those up. And I love that shot myself. Here, he'll just draw back, or he'll follow forward, either one. He'll just draw back with a little bit of left, I think. He'll just stun off the rail. A little bit of left, like that. That's perfect. Now he'll just stop right there or draw back just a little bit. He doesn't have to do much with the cue ball here. The cue ball will move just a little so that he can get a little better shape on the 8. Just like that. Now he'll put straight top and come straight across the table, or he'll slow roll it in and stay right there. Looks like he's going to slow roll it. Yep, he did. And he'll put right middle and just stun it to the rail like that. Always stun those little shots because they won't roll off that way. All right, Shaw's fighting back. Nils to break, leading 3-2. Right side, right bottom. It's funny how they're both breaking on the opposite sides of the table. He's supposed to be on the other side, and Shaw's supposed to be on that side. But another good break. He made 2 balls. 3 balls. 3 balls on the break. Wow. Really good break. He's got a tough shot, though. I played both players quite a few times. They're both really good players, great players, I'd say. A lot of people don't know the difference between a really, really good player and a great player. So, Shaw's a really great player. I'm going to tell you that. He's one of the best shooters I've ever seen. And this guy's a very determined player. He's quite a shooter himself, to tell you the truth. I think he may have watched a few videos on me when he was growing up, too. He's one of the few guys that holds his cue way out from his chin, way out on the right side of his face, like I do. I don't know if he developed that or he copied it from me, but he's a pretty smart guy. No, I'm just kidding. He's going to roll this in or draw it and try to create something for that 5 ball. It's a difficult shot. You could scratch or miss it, just like that. That was always going to be a hard shot because the cue ball getting position on the 5 was tricky. He didn't hit it that bad, but it was just awkward enough to make him miss it. Let's see how good Shaw is. He's got to follow this ball with straight top, go 2 rails, and come back to the middle. Yeah, there you go. That shows you how good that guy is. I'm not wrong. Right bottom, draw back to the middle. He made that look easy, that shot. That's a tough shot, too. A lot of people know how hard that shot is. He'll stun off the rail here. He should. He learned a little watching me play. I know. He had to. He was a little green when I first met him, but now he's very seasoned. He'll just roll this in, or he'll go around the 8 somehow. He might be scared of rolling this because he landed a little funny. He might draw around, too. Looks like he's doing something. Yep. He did. Wow, you know how tricky that was? He got a nice little roll there. That was tricky. Where he sent that cue ball that close to the side would draw. He'll just draw this back, I think, with right, or he might follow it. He likes moving the ball the way I do. Yeah, he'd follow it. I'd do the same thing. A lot of players won't do that. They'll draw back and take a little longer shot. See how much closer he got to the ball? Such an intelligent player. He's got the ability, left bottom, draw the rail. When you have the ability, you can make the game a lot easier, believe me. All right, he tied it up with a nice shot there, a little mistake from Nils. Left bottom, left side, drawing the cue ball to the left side. I think he snookered. He made 2 balls on the break. I don't think he can see, maybe he can see the edge of the ball. And if he can see it, I'll tell you what, he might can make it. But both these guys are good shooters, but Shaw, he showed how easy that shot. He's going to jump this, I think. He's going to try to jump it. I can't really tell with this overhead camera. Oh, he actually can see the edge of the ball then. Or no, he can cut it in the side. If he can make it in the side, it's an easy match. No, he cut it in the corner. I knew that was the only shot he had, was to cut it in the corner. Boy, he's left this one funny. This is one of them shots, too, when you get a little bit older. They get real funny, this one right here. If it would have rolled a little bit closer to that side, it would really look funny, even at 43 for him. But, and it's still looking kind of funny to him. These guys are, wait till they get a little older. Nils stays in good shape, though. I will commend him. He better keep it up if he wants to keep playing good. I'll tell you that. He's just going to cut this one in, go back and forth, hope he lands right in the middle of the table for the 4. It's all about how he lands. Look at this. Boy, when you get older, they start landing funnier like that. If it was me, it'd have landed on top of the 8 ball. Even harder. But, you know, Nils is still a good shooter. He ain't 59, he's 43, but his shots get harder at 43, I'll promise you. But he still should handle it. He's just going to fire it in, go to the rail, and bounce off for the 5 in the corner. Draw back. That's a good shot, too. I thought he had a little more angle. Good shot, Nils. He showed he still got it right there. That was a tough shot. Right bottom. He'll just draw off the rail lightly. This is a touch draw. A lot of right bottom and just touch draw like that. Very good. He's always had good touch, too. For a guy, he's got a lot of power, too. He's a lot like Shaw and myself. He's got the finesse and the power. Right bottom, he'll just draw back to the middle, create a little bit of angle on that 7, so he can roll down on the 8, just like that. Now he wants to go all the way down to the spot almost, so that he can get a little bit of angle to draw off the rail and come back past the side. That's what he wants. He'll put a little bit of left, maybe, just a smidgen. Just like that. Hold the line right by the spot. See there? Right by the spot, which there's no spot there. He's perfect. Now he'll just stun this just below center with some spin, and he'll hit it. He wants it to bounce off that rail over there a little bit. We drew that one a little bit too much. Yeah, he made sure. That's where he didn't want to land. Even at 43, these get tough too. Good shot, though. He stayed still. You could tell he works out. He's in good shape. All right, 4-3, Nils breaking. That was a little bit of a weak break. He actually made 2 balls. If he wouldn't have made 2 balls, he would have fouled the break. They're lucky 2 or 3 balls are flying in the hole, I tell you that every time. But it's better than making nothing. It makes a better pull if you make something, that's for sure. When I play, I never make anything. That's why I want to play placement pool, take the break out of the game. All the luck. I don't know, I just want to shoot. That's all I want to do, is shoot. I want to see if someone can outshoot me. I'm sure they can, but that's the way I'd like to lose. He's just going to roll down to the end rail. He didn't really have nothing but a rollout. I'm sure Shaw won't let him shoot this shot. He'll figure out something probably. I see a shot. You can bank the 2 ball straight back down the table and leave him behind the 6-8. Or he can bank the 2 underneath the 7, underneath the 6-8 on the side rail, and leave the cue ball down here on the bottom rail, which is trickier, I think. But he could take on the harder shot because he feels he can do it. Or he's going to bank the ball. I think he's shooting at it. Yep. That was ill-advised right there. I'll tell you that. Especially with Niels FEIJEN is leading 4-3. That was a really ill-advised shot. Now Nils has an easy table. All he's got to do is make the 2. Probably draw back a little or stay there. He might want to stay there just to have that little bit of angle on the 4 ball. But he may follow it. I can't tell. I think he can follow off the rail and get closer to the 4. That's what he wants to do. Very good. Perfect. Now he'll either just play real slow and shoot the 5 in the other corner. If he comes around, shoots the 5 in the left corner here, on our left, the 9 might get in the way. If he shoots it slow and plays for the corner, he can just come down somehow. Or he could play the combination. I don't know. He's going to try to get on the 5 with a lot of spin, like this. Good shot. That was tricky. I'll tell you that. That was very tricky what he pulled off right there. Good shot, Nils. Because he could have bumped it and he would have messed it up. Now he's perfect. He'll just draw back a little bit. Or draw all the way back to the side rail. Nope, just a little bit. That's perfect. Just have a little bit of angle on the 6. And it gives him the right angle to come back for the 7. He wants to get a little bit of angle on the 7 so he can go 2 rails. He'll put a little bit of right top, just a little bit, to make it create that angle for the 7 ball. Just like that. See how he didn't quite put enough on it. He should have put a little more spin on it, and it would have been just a little further over with a perfect angle. Now he's a little bit funny. He may have to stun this ball. Stun it on the middle and pop it and go 2 rails. Now he rolled it. He rolled it right on the middle. That was a good shot too. But it landed him straight. He still didn't want to land like this, but he's all right. He'll just put a lot of draw on it and it'll draw off the rail itself, kind of. Draw back a little. See, that's always the trick in those shots. You don't want to get the cue ball off the rail. But he's all right. It came off the rail a little bit. He'll jack up and pop this one kind of hard, and the cue ball will stun a little bit forward or stop like that. Remember, all you weekend players, that shot there. Jack up and pop them a little if you got a little air. Shaw's behind now, 5-3 on that ill-advised error. Breaking from the left side, drawing the cue ball to the rail, side rail, left bottom. His cue ball's jumping up in the air a lot. Wow. That was a sweet roll. The cue ball was way down there. It got kicked back. It may be a little funny. I think he can roll this and go right between them. No, maybe he can't. This is going to be tricky right here. Even though he's got a good shot on the 2, it sure ain't easy to get position. But this is the Billiard Network, the home of global pool on YouTube. Like and follow if you enjoy this. I'm Earl Strickland for the Billiard Network. He's going to draw into the 9 somehow a little bit with left. Or roll it and miss him. No, he went around them. Wow, what a nice shot. That was a good shot. That was a middle ball, like. He kind of hit it middle, just below center maybe, not too much spin. He'll follow this with right top or draw back. It should go with right top like that. There you go. But he overhit it just a little. This is tricky now. He's going to cut the 4 ball on the side, clip the 8, go 3 rails. I don't think the 5 goes past the 9. I can't tell on the overhead. That really doesn't help me. Now I can see. Yeah, he's going to cut it and clip the 8 with left spin. He's going to hit it on the middle like and spin around the rails. Yeah, he was supposed to hit it harder. A little harder, and he would have got a shot. It would have bumped it, and the cue ball would have bounced off the rail. He didn't hit it hard enough. I thought he was going to hit that harder. I said hit it harder, and he didn't. He's going to kick this and try to create something with bottom. Wow, how good did he hit that kick? That was crazy. He hit it so perfect, it was unreal. He hit the 5 right where he needed it, right before the side, down to the side rail, back to the bottom, kill up against the 6. Genius shot. After you get in trouble sometimes like that, after you mess up a simple out, you think it should be a simple out, you kind of lose your concentration. He didn't. That wasn't, I don't know if it was luck or what, but he hit it awful good. Well, if he's going to thin this ball, let's see. I like just slow rolling this and bumping it and getting in behind the 6 ball. I do that a lot on this shot. I sell out too, but sometimes I get it. All I see is him thinning it and coming down behind the 8-9 somehow. Or just shooting it slow, like I said. Oh, he kicked it. Wow. That was quite a shot. I still don't like that, though, because that still leaves Shaw easy safe somehow, I think. Or he might even bank this ball in. This guy shoots awful good, so he's got the green light anytime he wants it, I guess. If he was playing for my money, I'd say, yeah, you can shoot anytime you want. But there's always a right time to play safe and a right time to shoot, and you got to be able to determine that in this game. That's the nature of it. Pool's a harder game than it looks. And this overhead camera don't look good to me. Wish you'd go down there where I can see what's really happening. There you go. I could see him just hitting the 5 with some left middle and going 3 rails around behind the 8-9. 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 all the way to the bottom rail. But if he doesn't execute the safety, he sells out with a shot. That's the danger of that shot. And he's looking down there where he might leave him, see. Or bank the ball in and try to play safe with the 6 ball too and get a shot at the same time. Which, as boing as these rails are, it might go right into the 6 ball. Looks like, I don't know. That's what he's looking at. See, it's still kind of a tight window there. I thought the 6 was more out of the way, but, or maybe it's not that hard, but of shot. But like I said, this is the kind of shot you always got to make the right decision on to win matches. 5-3, he needs to make the right decision. Left middle. No, he banked it, like I said. And he wound up giving nothing. But he's got an easy safety. He'll just thin the 5 ball and put him behind the 8-9. Put a little bit of left on it. I would have played safe in Shaw's spot there. I think, as boring as he thought he could hold the cue ball down there too. As live as this table is, he couldn't do that. Yeah, this is pretty elementary, I think. Just thin the 5 a little bit with some spin. Bank it out in the middle of the table. and put the cue ball, let the cue ball float down behind the 8-9. If he does anything else, I just can't even imagine him doing anything else. Thing is, that rail got him. The liveliness of the rail, it didn't slide off the rail as much as he thought it was. All Shaw can do, though, is thin the 5-ball and try to come back. Unless maybe he can hit. I don't think he can make it. He can hit the right side of it, but not enough to make it. I think he should just thin the ball. As live as this table is, though, it still might sell out a shot if you don't hit it right. The right shot here is just to thin it and go back behind the 8-9, I guess. Or is he going to try to bank it in again? I think he's going to go for the bank. He beat me in the banks one year in Louisville. Came down to the last ball. And he missed before the last shot and left me a funny shot, and I missed it, and he made an easy straight back. But it was a hell of a match. It went down to 1 ball. And it didn't last long either. It was a fast match. But Banks is a great game, and he's a good banker. I will admit that. He made some great banks. You've got to play good banks to beat me. I'll tell you that right now. Looks like he's going to go for it. Straight back. Or he's cutting it in. Wow, he did it again, and he's missed it again. This time, he didn't get away with it. But the 8-ball's tied up, I think, to where it won't go. But it looks like the 9's dead in the corner. If he could get on the other side of it. I don't know if he's even looked at that. Right now, he's shooting the wrong ball. No, just kidding. I wonder if that's even legal, what he just did. No, the 9-ball might not be as dead as it looks. If you could hit the right side of it, it would throw in the pocket maybe, but I guess, no, it's kind of off. Yeah, the 9's not. Finally, they gave me the right view to see if the 9 was on or off. Maybe he could create a little bit of angle on the 6 and try to break it up. I'm not sure it goes. But judging by the way he shot that, now he's going to put right top and come down and bounce off the rail. Or he's just going to slow roll it in and stay right there. He'll either put some right and come down and bounce off the rail and get on it, or he's going to shoot it real slow and stay in the middle of the table. Yep, bang down with right. Bounced off. See how he used the rails then? Believe me, using the rails is smart a lot of times. He just rolled this in with straight ball. Good shot. He could barely make it. There it is, 6-3 Nils. Breaking. Right side, right bottom. Cue ball going to the side rail. Another good break. The only thing is, oh, what a good roll. There he is. That's the kind of roll right there I don't ever get anymore. The 1 ball was going on the other side of the table and was going to be snookered by the 4 ball. And a ball ran into the 1 and stopped it right there for a good shot on it. That's an easy shot. He'll just roll forward with right top, come back to the middle of the table, get straight in on the 2. Maybe no spin. Probably put just straight top because he wants to get straight on the 2. He'll go side rail, bottom rail, straight top. This is a shot the amateurs need to learn right here. Get the cue ball off the rail, straight top. Like that right there. See that? He might have put a little spin on that. He didn't want it to bounce back behind the 3. Now he'll either just follow 2 rails or he'll draw to the side rail and bounce off. It's got a little bit of angle. It's sitting kind of funny. You might hit it with a flat ball and just draw off the side rail. Not too much spin, but a lot of draw. Go in between the 3-4, like that. Only thing is that rail got him again. That boingy rail. He was playing for the corner. He wasn't playing for the side. He's lucky he got a shot for the side. Like, if it would have stopped a little earlier, he would have been like in tennis, like in no man's land. It's funny how you can land just right on those sides or the corner and you won't have a shot. He put a lot of left on this, go to the side rail, bottom rail, come back out. A lot of spin or draw it. Now he did it, like I said, with left. Good shot. See how the spin killed the ball? He actually hit that pretty hard, but the spin just killed it. Another shot the amateurs need to learn right there. He'll stun this just below center with right. Pop it a little, go to the rail and bounce off like that. There you go. See, he plays more like I think because he's older now. He's 43. And he's watched me play for 30 years. All right, just right bottom, stop, or draw back a little. Where he went to the rail. That's even smarter. I didn't think he had that much angle that time. Now he'll just kill it right there for a little bit of angle on that 8. And he'll come back and shoot the 9, and in the same corner he shoots the 7. He shoots a lot of shots just the way I think, because he's played longer. He'll put right top and just come back across the table. He still hits a little lower on the ball than I do on shots, but on certain shots. Now just right bottom and draw to the middle of the table. Shaw's made a few mistakes in this match, and this cost him dearly. But Nils has played well, and things have went his way a little. Shaw to break. Niels FEIJEN leading 7-3. Shaw to break. Left bottom. Drawing the cue ball to the left side to rail. Oh, he got a bad roll now. It might be curtains now. Cue ball ran into a ball. It wasn't going in the corner, but when it hit a ball, it altered it and sent it in the corner pocket. But he made the 9 on the break, too. He would have won the game. So that's even a double blow. Been nice to get an easy frame right quick when he's down 7-3, going to 9, which is no bargain. But this is tricky right here. I don't know all the 3s down there. I see it now. Maybe he's going to try to break them out because the 3's sitting there. Maybe he can run into them kind of hard and free the cue ball somehow and still get a shot on the 3. He's going to hit it with straight top. Good shot. Very good shot. He hit that perfect. He hit the 6 perfect, right where he wanted to. He'll just follow this real slow and stay there for the side pocket so he can come down on the, or he'll follow around. He's going to follow around. That's the way I would have played it too. But these guys today, they play for the sides a lot. He still could have slow rolled that, shot it in the side and went down table. I'm still surprised he didn't do that. But now he's landed perfect. He'll just draw straight back down the table. I think he's landed just right where he doesn't have to go to the side rail. He'll hit it with a flat ball and just draw straight down the table like that. Good shot. I thought he would go all the way to the bottom rail, but he didn't. He's all right. He'll just follow this with right top and come back between the 6 and the 8 for the 6 ball. Shoot the 6 in the same pocket. There you go. Yeah, he plays a lot like I think. He could just stop right there and roll down on the 8. But he probably won't. He'll probably go forward. Left top, come back down the middle of the table. No, he went around. That's the way I play those shots, but a lot of guys don't play those like that today. They would have came straight out. Here he'll go 2 rails. I saw it land, so I can tell. Left top, he'll go 2 rails like that for the 9. Notice how he don't land perfect on the 9, so don't ever try to land perfect on the 9. Just get a good shot on it. He'll draw to the bottom side rail with right bottom. There you go. Always hit those last shots kind of firm. 8-3, a commanding lead for Niels FEIJEN. Right side, right bottom, drawing the cue ball to the side rail. This guy's always had a good break. There it is again. I don't understand how they get that kind of roll, though. A ball comes along and knocks the cue ball around the table, and they wound up perfect. I could never get that kind of roll. He's got a good break, but I'll tell you, the ball's rolled right, too. All he's got to do is make this. It's a little tricky because he's jacked up over the 6, but all he's got to do is make it. Straight ball, no spin, because the 3's right there. I'll just roll right down for the 3 ball. Couldn't be easier. Really. This is the most Mickey Mouse out he had the whole match. He'll just go 2 rails back to the middle. He'll try to create just a little bit of angle to use the rail on the 5. But if he doesn't, he'll still be all right. Because even if he gets straight on the 5, he'll be able to draw out. But he wants to get a little bit of angle, a little bit of left, just light hit, like that. He wants to use the rails, see? He's going to use 2 rails this time. Should. He'll put right top, he'll go side rail, back to the middle. He'll come close to the side pocket, or he'll draw it a little. I can't tell what he's doing. Yeah, that's exactly what I said he was going to do the first time. That's what he was supposed to do. Use the rails. All you amateur players and weekend players out there, avid players, even good players, use the rails. You'll find yourself playing a lot better, believe me. And use a little more spin. All the amateurs need to use a little more spin. He'll just stop right there. Or follow. It looks like he's following the ball. Yeah, he did. I'm surprised he followed. I thought he could just kill it right there, but I guess he couldn't. I thought he would draw over and shoot the 7 in the side. But he figured this shot would be not too hard. He'll kill it for the 8 in the corner. He'll draw over for the side somehow. Killed it for the 8 in the corner. Perfect. He did get away from it a little bit. He'll just bunt the 9 or draw away from it. Yeah, he can just draw away from it, shoot the 9 in the same pocket. Off the side. Perfect. There it is. Niels FEIJEN wins 9-3. That was a pretty convincing win. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned to the Billiard Network for more great pool action from around the world. I'm Earl Strickland saying goodbye.